Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. If you're a business owner in Nebraska, you know how hard it is to find workers these days.
A recent survey of business leaders shows that more than 90% feel that labor shortages are limiting their ability to grow. Channel 8's Joseph Nasser looked into it today and joins us now with more on our top story. Joseph?
Find talent. Whether you're serving food or building motorcycles, it's a huge challenge for all employers in the state. It's something that's forced business leaders to get creative to get workers in their doors.
You know, you find that if everything's not perfect for them, they're not going to take the position.
Buzzard Billy's general manager Steve Engel explaining the challenges that labor shortages have placed on the restaurant industry.
As an employer, I'm bending over backwards more than what I used to in the past.
Engel says the restaurant has had to increase wages for servers and cooks by 15 to 20%. And not only is it tough to find workers since the start of the pandemic, Engel says it's a challenge to even keep a full staff. One reason is because COVID has forced everyone in the restaurant industry to take sick leave much more seriously.
There's at least one or two people calling in sick every single day. And it makes it so much more difficult to staff the floor. And the customers are somewhat understanding, but when they see 5 empty tables, they wonder, why is that happening?
And it's not just the restaurant industry that is feeling the squeeze from labor shortages. Check out these numbers from the Nebraska Chamber of Commerce. In a recent survey of more than 300 business leaders, 92% say workforce issues are a barrier to business growth.
We now have 50 to 70,000 jobs open in Nebraska that we can't fill.
Nebraska Chamber President Brian Sloan explains that 2 key factors have contributed to the shortages.
The birth rate in the United States and in Nebraska has been declining, so our population has been aging. And at the same time, our economy's been expanding for well over a decade. And so we're creating all these new jobs, but we're not creating enough people to fill those jobs.
Brian Seck, a recruiter for Kawasaki Motors, says he's seen the same thing. He's constantly on the search for people to fill production, welding, engineering, and office positions.
2 out of 196,000 people are unemployed.
There just aren't enough people out there in the state to fill all of these jobs, forcing companies to get creative.
How do you go find that person who has a part-time job but wants to work full-time? That's really our target. Only thinking about the unemployed folks won't help us fill all of our positions.